guys, week 16, day 7, end of the week. So I did my weigh-in for this week already. I didn't want to wait till Friday. I kind of just wanted to see what was going on. Actually, I don't know. Let me see. In comparison, I think I'm getting closer. I don't think I went down 1 pound. I don't think I went down like a full, like 0.4 pounds. So I guess that's okay. So yeah, I'm basically trying to kind of get back on track at least a little bit. I don't know how much I can do today. It's the first lighter day in a couple days now. So I'm just gonna try to see what I can get into. I actually haven't had any caffeine for the past, I don't know how many days now. I don't think I've had caffeine a week, maybe since like Sunday or Monday. I think I worked out Monday, so I think I had caffeine Monday, but since Monday I haven't had any, and it's Thursday right now, so got my little C4. I don't want to overdo it on the C4. I just don't have that much energy to really do a whole lot. Yesterday, I don't know if it's anemia. Oh, and I forgot to take my iron yesterday. I completely forgot it. Wow, that sucks. I thought about it in the morning, then I just completely forgot. Wait, did I? No, I don't think I took it. Dang. I don't remember taking it if I did, but I was feeling kind of like weakness yesterday, like physically, like just kind of easily winded and like fatigued. I haven't slept that good between probably some hormonal things and the traffic and the construction. Last night it was the freaking street racing. And I don't know, I just didn't feel good about this week. I was totally in my head about it last night. I don't like not reaching goals or having to slow down so often. It's really frustrating. I'm feeling like week 15 was definitely not ideal, and then coming into week 16 I was like, okay, like my energy's kind of behind it, but then having a whole cycle to have to deal with on top of it, it just wasn't ideal. So, and the heat and stuff too with all that, and the poor sleep and all that. So I don't know, paced myself, but it did help to not really have caffeine in a way, because I don't think my energy got worse. Like I had some irritability, but it wasn't like fuming or anything. So it kind of helps to kind of stay away from C4 sometimes, because it is intense. And especially if I'm not going to get that physical exertion kind of out of the system, because it does kind of create like I guess you call it like a physical tension that you kind of have to work out. And if you don't work out, it kind of just, like, once the crash kicks in, it's like pretty bad. It's a lot worse, at least for me personally. Like, I just feel more tense. But it does help to kind of get the workouts in when I'm just feeling fatigued. Like, it helps me kind of push more. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like it helps on one end and it doesn't help on the other end. In my days, I'm kind of going to 1 or 2 p.m. I'll probably do that again today. Stay busy till 1 or 2 p.m. and then once the heat kicks in too bad, I'm just like not even gonna um, do too much, but I'm stretching out right now. Um, I don't think I did much yesterday or the day before, really. I really couldn't. I tried, to like get some movement and mild stretching in, but it really wasn't anything structured, and it was more like once I get up, I'm gonna try and do this. And it's kind of putting things into perspective, because even though I'm applying for all these jobs, I'm like, realistically, can I go into an office? Like, realistically, can I actually go in an office? Like, you know, um, I mean, I've got a sort of connection with a company that I'm hoping would maybe help with some of the issues going on, but I don't really know. I really don't know. But I don't know. My class has a job event coming up on the 30th. I don't even know if I'm gonna have a car to get there. I don't really want to spend like $200 on Ubers. I picked up one apartment gig in my area, but it's like a $40 payment, and it wouldn't pay out till like April 6th or something. So, it's kind of going slow with all that. But I don't know. But I'm just trying to kind of figure out, you know, this situation. I mean, it is mildly getting better, like slightly if I compare, but it still hasn't gone back to my original baseline. I'm still having a couple days that are like pretty rocky, and it's like whole days just about, but at least it's not like usually. Okay, so today is like, I guess technically like day 4. It's usually like this day should be probably pretty light and not even like too much of an issue at all, and I'm expecting most of Friday to be the same. I might have some issues like Saturday, maybe Sunday, I'm guessing, a little bit. And then after that, we should be good to go. But it's literally like a week of this. But usually like 2 days or so that are like really a problem. And the heat doesn't help, and I'm just like sweating all over the place. Even when it's cooled down, like the fan makes me sweat, cool air makes me sweat. Like I get this kind of sweat because I'm cold, and then sweat because I'm hot, and it's just completely not balanced. I can tell there's like an imbalance going on there. So I'm gonna make a doctor's appointment again. But I just really don't know. I've got some CBD coming tonight. I've tried this hemp seed oil like twice now. It seems alright. I didn't realize it was gonna be like a refrigeration product. So I've got to now figure out how to refrigerate this stuff. It's just annoying. Like I'm gonna have to like take off the label and do like this whole thing. Or put it in like some other container. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I'm seeing that it needs to be refrigerated. So I'm like, great. I did not know that. And it hasn't been. So I'll probably figure that out this morning. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my workout this morning. I really don't know what I'm capable of. But I'm gonna try and get a lot done. At least Let me try and get in like 30 minutes at least. Um, I don't know. I feel tired though. I'm just so tired. I woke up to text my friends. I was like, I need to text these guys back a little bit, and then, um, you know, there's a lady I've been kind of talking to, but she's not. She says she's got some stuff going on, so I'm just expecting that, you know, this is the one that's like, you know, um, someone from San Diego that contacted me near like New Year's Eve, and I just don't really think she's interested in talking. Uh, so I'm just kind of like, hope you feel better soon, kind of thing. Maybe she'll hit me back, but I'm not really. I was already expecting that she's not going to, and so, and our kind of back and forth is so slow that I'm like, I was hoping they try to get to know her a little bit, but she doesn't really seem that interested. And I don't chase. I'm kind of going her pace. Like, I saw that she sent me like 3 messages on like the weekend, and then I was trying to respond back on like Wednesdays. I gave it an extra day because I didn't really start things early enough yesterday. I was like, let me not text anybody because it was early. And so I was like, let me not text anybody because it's early. I want to do my own thing. And, but yeah, like, I don't really know what she's got going on. I didn't really ask. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. Well, she's the one who kind of started talking to me, so I'm like, it's kind of like been in her court like the whole time for the most part, so I don't really know what's up. Like, she doesn't really seem to really have too much to say, or doesn't want to really talk about too many things, so I'm kind of just leaving it alone. I'm like, okay, we caught up a bit, but she's kind of like, I don't know if I've learned enough to even say that I could or couldn't be interested. Like, I know that from when I knew her in the past, she's like, I don't have any negative, you know, memories about her, but I also didn't really get to know her too much then either. And now I'm like, well, she doesn't seem like she's trying to move forward with like trying to get to catch up or anything. Like a little bit, but not much. And I don't know. I'm kind of just like doing my own thing. Right now I'm kind of just talking, like, more interested in, I don't know, this is going to sound super selfish, but I'm more interested in talking to my friends that kind of have things moving in a direction that's like the way that they want things to go in, or at least they're working toward it. Like, right now I'm like not really being too sociable with people who kind of aren't really on top of their stuff, you know. Like, it kind of feels like it drains my energy, and I just don't have the energy to give like that. In all honesty, we all know I am not in a place where my energy is like dispendable or available that much, you know. So, at least for the past couple weeks. But like, mentally, I think things have been kind of looking up for me. As far as like my mindset overall, I think last night was like maybe the worst night of it, where I was just kind of like, maybe not feeling, I don't, because it's kind of hard for me to like explain how things feel. Like, it's just kind of like I was getting in my head about a bunch of stuff. but rightfully so. Like it was kind of like, you know, I'm very like conscious of the things that need to be getting done and the things that are or aren't getting done, and kind of like the process of it, and kind of like the things getting in the way. But I don't know, like everything's taking longer than I'm anticipating. I mean, is it getting done? Kinda, yes, but slowly. And I just don't really know if I want to do a whole lot. I mean, I'm kind of like, um, unable to really do a whole lot. Sometimes. So I don't know what that what that means, but yeah, I'm kind of just, I guess, trying to figure out how to go about, accomplishing what I need to accomplish with this weird energy and situations going on. Because it is like an energy thing too, and the hot weather does not help one bit with this. The hot weather is not helping me accomplish more. I can tell you that much. But yeah, like. But once I'm feeling better, I'm kind of feeling better. I just don't want to overdo it because I feel like Saturday I already kind of overdid it, and it was kind of a bummer that Saturday was overdoing it because I don't feel like I was going that hard, so that was kind of like, I was a little bummed. I was kind of like, dang man, I can't even handle that, like. But I try not to get down about it because I'm like, I am doing it, and I am seeing results. So like with the fitness stuff, I am seeing results. So I have to remember that I am seeing results. So something's going well on that end. Even though it's slow, it's going good. I'm hoping to drop below this next pound. I'm a little over 3 pounds, like 0.1 over 3 pounds of what would be my lowest in 3 years. So I'm just about there. It's doable. I mean, in the past when I was working out, doing consistent cardio, I would say I would lose a pound a week. I don't know if I'm at a pound a week. I'm maybe at about half a pound a week at this rate, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to go back and maybe like track it and see, but I'm guessing that's about what it feels like, about half a pound approximately, give or take, 0.2 or so. But I've been kind of wobbling between these 1-2 pounds, just above where I'm trying to drop below. So I'm gonna try and kind of improve on that a little bit more, and then hopefully I can, like, it's all on me to just do it and stay consistent. Like, I'm cooking, I'm eating alright, I'm making my lunches so that I don't have to like deal with being grumpy with people around. So I've been kind of making my lunches, and bringing them to my room, just like a simple sandwich, some carrot and celery sticks, stuff like that. I had a good corned beef hash yesterday. I don't think I want to have that again today. I might go back to the protein waffles and eggs. But I don't know. I did eat a lot of takeout. Oh, I do have my leftover burrito too, so maybe I could just have that for breakfast. Just scramble up or boil a couple eggs and heat that thing up, and then that might be my breakfast. And maybe I have waffles for lunch or something. Um, but yeah, I noticed yesterday, like around lunch and then around dinner, like I was like nodding off, and then I had to like eat something to kind of get my energy back up a little bit. But I am tired. Like this is probably like 3 nights of like poor sleep, um, or like limited sleep. Like last night I was probably asleep by like 12, but I took melatonin starting probably around 9 p.m. I took 3, then I guess the next hour or so I took another 3 milligrams, and then I think at like 11:30 p.m. or 11:45 p.m. or so I took another 3 milligrams. So I got to like 9 milligrams last night, and I did knock out, and luckily I did wake up around 6 something, but I got up a little earlier, but I was like, it is feeling too early, and I had earplugs in. I took them out. It was probably 3 or 4 in the morning, because that's about the time I'm always waking up randomly. I didn't check the clock, because I was like, I don't even know. If I sleep in, I sleep in. I was like, I'm gonna go with my natural energy, and I woke up around the 6 a.m. range like twice, so I was like, let me just get up, text these friends. I was curious to know what this lady had to say, because I was sitting on those messages for like since the weekend, and then I was like, let me just check it, and I was kind of looking forward to checking it, and then it ended up being like, she didn't really have much to say, because she's got a lot going on, like she's just I don't know. And I don't even know her well enough to really even know what to say, other than hope you feel better soon, like, I don't even know her well enough yet to be like, oh, like, well, say this or that, they kind of, like, I don't even know if I would even ask her if she wants to, like, talk about it, like, I don't even know, because I don't know how she is talking about things, like, because I've done that with people before when I'm kind of like low on energy and been like, let me be there for this friend, and then they just like unload in a way that I'm just like, I did not have the energy for this. It was intense, and then I had to recover from like trying to help them out. Like, I've got some people in my life that when they're kind of unloading on me, I'm like, this is so intense that I have to take a day or a half a day to kind of like recover my energy, because it drains me so bad. So I just don't engage with them when they're, it's kind of bad, I guess, but I don't engage with them when they're going through a lot, just because I can't handle that amount of intensity. Um, but, and I've also applied to some mental health work, and that alone, just saying that is kind of just showing, like, I'm not meant to go back into that field. It's just so draining. Because I've already got my own problems, just to be around problems all day is like, in that way is like too much for me. But I'm hoping to get in this workout. Maybe I'll just do a morning dance workout. I don't know. I haven't done any dancing in like a really long time, since that Saturday when I put in like 3.5 hours of it. But I don't want to go too hard, but that's something I can do. That's like, I can do like a mild dance routine or something, and it's not gonna like take me out, like I can pace myself, and I could use the cardio, but I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm depressed. I think for week 15, I think I was. Week 16 or week 15 by Friday, I don't think I was really like depressed. And I can't tell if it's like a hormonal mood dip, like, but this week I did feel motivated more. It was just like, motivation, it like trying to tread in like quicksand, kind of like it was kind of like that. So it's like the mental was there, like mentally I was there, like I was willing and wanting to like push, but just like fatigue wise, I was just so not able to just pull it off, and especially without caffeine, because the caffeine usually is what kicks me into high gear, and I just was not getting there. Like I was dozing off and just feeling sore and fatigued and kind of short of breath sometimes, and just a lot. So it's kind of a weird combination to have to deal with when you're like partially available. uh, but yeah, and I don't feel like, I mean, because I also haven't been having as much THC because I ran out. I'm not getting as hungry, and without the caffeine as well, I'm not getting as hungry because I'm not having to like eat to like compensate for like I don't want to crash, you know, I don't want a bad crash, or like I feel like I need to eat something because you know like it kind of gives you that feel like okay, you're spending more energy faster, and so you kind of want to eat a little bit more. So that's something to kind of keep in mind for myself, is kind of like the THC, the caffeine. It does kind of impact my eating. It definitely impacts my mood too. Either way, the cannabis helps with my mood, but I feel like it also helps me with the caffeine. Like it's kind of like a cycle between the THC and the caffeine, you know. Um, but the hemp seed oil does seem to be all right when I'm not having caffeine. I mean, I'll try it today before the CBD arrives. It should arrive near 6 p.m., which means maybe even later than that. But I'm hoping to test that out tonight instead of the melatonin. Because, yeah, I don't know if this melatonin really works. Like, I guess the melatonin doesn't really work for the anxiety aspect of the nights. And I didn't take the hemp seed oil at night. I took it before dinner, I guess. Or maybe I took it during lunch. I don't remember. But I haven't really written notes of, like, my routine for the past couple days now. I skipped, like, 2 days of, like, writing things down. But today I'm just working on my workouts. Gotta get some practical level stuff done before the heat kicks in. Eat, and then kind of get rolling with things. But I am pretty optimistic. I don't know. Like I do feel kind of tired still. If I'm being honest, like I do feel kind of tired. So I'm kind of trying to pace myself. But I don't know. It's really hard to explain how I feel. Like, yeah. So, all right. So let me get this workout going. Been stretching for about 27 minutes. As far as what I do on my bed stretches, it helps me to do some of them on the bed. Just because it's a little rough on the knees. Trying to do some of these stretches on the ground, even though I have a yoga mat. But alright, let me get into it.